What is happening with the Calgary real estate market? Are we seeing the next big real estate boom similar to Toronto or Vancouver? Is this a bubble? Should you buy right now? Should you sell? Stick around to find out. Hi, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, my name is Anthony Taylor. I'm a local real estate agent and coach here in Calgary. And before we get into the video, if you want to stay up to date with all things Calgary, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell notification, as over 90% of my 10,000 monthly viewers are currently not subscribed to my channel. And lastly, if you are looking to learn more about purchasing a home in 2022, make sure to stick around to the end of the video to find out how to get access to my free first-time homebuyer's guide. Additionally, if you'd like to book a free one-on-one call with me, click the link in the description to get access to my personal calendar now. Without further ado, let's get into the video. This video is going to be split up into two sections. The first one will be going over what is currently happening in the market and how we got here. And in the second part, we'll have a look at what we're expecting for the rest of 2022. This will include going over what supply will look like, what prices are predicted to do, and when interest rates will go up. So how did we get here? Well, we can look back to last year, as it was a very eventful year for the Calgary real estate market, with numerous records being broken. We saw the average home price jump nearly $35,000 and nearly 28,000 homes sell, which was up 72% from 2020. But it's not completely fair to compare this year with 2020, as home sales were stalled due to lockdowns and the initial wave of the pandemic. However, if we look at the last 10 years sale average, 2021 was still up a staggering 44%. So what is causing so many people to want to purchase a home in Calgary? Well, it's likely attributed to a multitude of reasons. We'd have to go back all the way to the end of 2020 to understand where this all started, as sales started to climb near the end of that year. This was largely because of easing concerns about the pandemic. People were looking for more long-term work from home solutions, and the market was starting to catch up from the halt of sales earlier in that year. This trend not only continued, but started to increase the home buying demand throughout 2021. There was also a shortage of development in the new home sector, as there were supply chain issues and a lack of trades and laborers. This, combined with home prices and demand increasing in Vancouver and Toronto, caused many home buyers to look at purchasing in Calgary as a solution, as they were priced out of those markets. With all these factors combined, we can start to understand what was pushing the market demand. Unfortunately, the demand has never caught up with the supply, and now we're seeing concerns of the inevitable rise of interest rates, which is causing even more urgency for home buyers as we move into the new year. Here are a few stats to put everything into perspective. Inventory levels in January fell to just 2,620 properties. This was the lowest we have seen since 2006, and this is less than half of what we typically see this time of year. On top of that, month supply is sitting at just 1.3 months. There were 27,686 homes sold throughout 2021, which was up from the previous 3 years, where we consistently saw around 16,000 sales per year. The last time we had numbers even close to this was all the way back in 2014, when there were just over 25,000 homes sold. One thing to note is the supply shortage is not necessarily due to a lack of inventory, as there were 37,668 new listings in 2021, which was up 34% from the previous year. The average home price in January was $511,000, which is the highest ever on record, and it's only actually ever been above $500,000 3 times, which was actually earlier in 2021 in the spring. For the most part of last year, the demand was heavily driven by single-family homes, but we're now starting to see every property type be affected by the demand. Now that we understand how we got here, let's have a quick look at the numbers from 2021 before we look at what to expect throughout 2022. With all that said, I think it's safe to say that overall 2021 was a very interesting year for the real estate market here in Calgary. Many sellers who may have struggled in the past were finally able to sell their homes, while many homebuyers may have been frustrated and lost out on properties due to all the demand. So what does 2022 look like? Will it continue to favor the seller, or will demand start to ease and allow the market to become more balanced? And more importantly, will this happen before interest rates go up? Well, we can't predict what will happen in the future. This is evident if we look back to 2020, as most experts were predicting 2021 to be one of the worst years for real estate ever in Calgary. In hindsight, we can clearly see that there were many factors driving the demand in the market here, and for better or for worse, many of those factors are still present. Demand from out-of-province buyers is on the rise, and that doesn't appear to be slowing down soon. Many companies have established permanent work-from-home positions for their employees, which is only allowing more out-of-province buyers the ability to make the move here away from some of the more expensive markets in Canada. If the numbers from January are any indication, it may be a while before we start to see the market cool off. According to the experts, we are expected to see a 6 to 9% increase in home prices throughout 2022, and most suspect the market will continue in the trajectory it's on until interest rates change. Well, the Bank of Canada has decided to hold on to the current rate for now. Things could change at the next interest rate announcement, which is expected for March 2nd. Depending on supply and demand, we could see it carry on through the entirety of 2022. But I want to know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think is going to happen for the real estate market moving forward here in Calgary? If you have any specific questions about the market, or you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in Calgary, click the link in my description to book a free one-on-one call with me now. As promised at the beginning of the video, if you'd like to get a copy of my free home buyer's guide, where I'll show you a step-by-step process on how to purchase your first home, click the buyer's guide link in the description below, and I'll get that sent over to you right away. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you're not already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future market update videos. And if you are already subscribed, a quick like would mean the world to me. Thanks again. I'll see you on the next one.